All right, hello and welcome, folks. It is me, Right Time Gaming, Ian here with my friend Regan, and we're going back. We're going back in the day today to do a little bit of throwback gaming with original versus system. I've decided that this Easter weekend we were going to dust off some cards and run a tournament for it. So this is just us trying to remember how to play the game. um, so yeah, if you, as I said, feel free to join in. Leave. If you got any comments or anything, let us know. If we're doing anything wrong, which we probably will, you can shout at us. But yeah, I just thought would put it out there, show you guys this very cool game. As I said, we will be running a tournament on the 16th of April, which is Easter Saturday here in Auckland. I think not 100% confirmed yet, but I think it's most likely going to be at Hobby Master in Ellerslie. The community is going to be there, and we're going to have a bunch of decks for people to borrow as well. So if you used to play but you don't have any cards, still come along. We'll be able to hook you up with a deck, and it'll be a bit of fun. But we're going to run a few games today, and yeah, have some fun and be interesting. I don't think you're going to be seeing the top decks from back in the day today. These are more some of mine and Regan's favorite decks and favorite characters and stuff. So with that being said, I am here on the Avengers mat. Regan is in his more barren wasteland mat, and Regan, I'm going to give you a choice to start the game. Much like the Matrix, would you like the red deck or the blue deck? I'm not going to tell you what they are. All right. Okay. So we'll put the red pill to one side. That may be seen a bit later. So what you will be playing against is a Fantastic Four deck. So excellent. Now, back in the day, Ecstatics came out in the I believe it was the Marvel Knights set was the original set that they came out in, and they have a very unique gameplay style in that much like the comics, their characters don't survive that often, and so they had this very interesting mechanic of uh, basically having an advantage if you only have one character on the field. So that's kind of cool. All right. Yeah, a little life counter there. I'll be let me just change one thing. Oh. That's right. All right. What color do you want to be for ecstatics? What do you think is a representative color for your background? Red. All right. Cool. All right. So we'll go red v blue. Okay. So this is original versus, not two PCG. So there is no main character. This is just a deck of 60, well, minimum deck of 60 cards. Um, and there'll be a curve of characters and stuff. I'm going to give this a good shuffle because I literally don't know how long it's been since this deck's been played. A few years. Again, I do want to point out that it has been a few years since we've played versus. Obviously, me and Regan, we play a lot of Super Show. Those who watch my channel will obviously know that I play a lot of Flesh and Blood. But really, I mean, while versus wasn't wasn't the first card game I played. It was probably the card game that really sort of got me into trading card games as a hobby. It really I put a lot of time and energy into this game. I played at the first ever pro circuit. I judged at the final ever pro circuit in Sydney. I won some PCQs back in the day. It was the first card game I ever made money playing, and yeah, just both as I said, both Regan and I are big comic book fans, so a lot of what drew us to it is that the fandom of the IP. But it was a very good game. It was a very very good game, even when even near the end. And it's just a shame that it didn't quite get the support from the company that was running it to keep it going. All right, Regan, I will roll the dice. If you would like to choose odd or evens to see who picks. All right. It is evens. I think. So this is the thing you got to remember with with verses is you got to think about the turn you want to go off and try and get the initiative to that. I think I want to go first because if I remember rightly, this deck has a big turn 5, so I'll go first. All right. So first up, we draw our initial 4 cards and decide whether or not we want to mulligan. So mulligan in this game is all or nothing. So you either keep it and you either keep it or all 4 cards go to the bottom of your deck. I think I'm going to keep this one myself. All right. So then we draw 2 cards. So I'm just gonna just give me 1 second. I just want to grab an initiative counter. I'll tell you what. Since it is versus related, I'll have my little Moon Knight initiative counter. So this shows that I have initiative. So it means I'll get to build first and attack first in this game. So we sorry. Oh yeah, even better. Smart. Alrighty. So we draw 2 cards for the first turn. My build phase is going to be nice and easy. I am just going to put a card in my resource row and pass the build phase initiative to you. Yep. You can recruit now, yeah. Yep. Alrighty. All right, so that is the build phase done. We go into the action phase. I obviously don't have a character, so I will pass the initiative to you for 1. Correct. All right, I got a 49. And recovery phase, so he can ready, and then we go. So he recovers now, so he readies. Yep. Oh, okay. I see. I feel like if you go the other way, yeah. So to me, that looks more ready than because it's the same line as the characters, so that's fine. Again, we didn't really actually think we were going to stream, so this is a little awkward, but we'll get there. All right, yeah. So now it is your initiative. We draw up, and you get your initiative for the build step. You're passing? All right, so no character for turn 2. So I'll play a resource. I will then bring in 2 drop she thing, and she says whenever she thing attacks a character, KO all equipment attached to that character, and she is just a 3/3, no range, no flight, so I'll put her in the front row. Yep, 3/3. Yep. Ooh, okay. I will swing at Fat for 3. And how much defense does he have? 1. So you're going to take 2 breakthrough, 1 stun, so for a total of 3. I don't stun back. We go to a recovery step. Already. And then initiative will pass back to me. All right. Sorry? 2 every turn, yeah. All right. I'm going to put 1 down in the resource row. I am then going to use Signal Flare, which allows me to search my deck for a Fantastic Four character, put it into my hand, and then I have to discard a Fantastic Four character. So I am looking for my 3. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'm not looking for my 3. Maybe I want my 4 instead. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna get my 4 drop Human Torch. And so then I have to. Sorry. No, I decided to get my 4 drop and instead because I do have a 3 that I didn't think I wanted, but looking at my other 3s, I actually think I'm okay with the 3 drop I have. So I'm going to discard. I'm going to discard a she thing as the second part of that, and then I am going to. I'm going to bring out a Medusa. As my 3 drop, and I think I will leave her in the front row. All right, so sorry, yeah, sure thing. So 3 drop Medusa. She is a 4/4, and she has the ability to activate. Target player exhausts a ready character he controls. Use only if Medusa is defending, which against your deck's probably not going to be great because you tend to only have 1 character. So. Oof. Oh, this is tough, and this is what can happen with verses. All right. In that case, I'm just gonna come into Fat with she thing for 3. Okay. Mm-hmm. Your defense is now 5. I will respond to that with it's clobbering time. Target Fantastic Four character gets +3/+3, so I'm now a 6/6. So you'll take one breakthrough, one stun, and then I will tack you to the face with. I'm gonna whip my hair back and forth with that Medusa for 4. Recovery phase. Over to you. Yeah, no, the reason I ended up I thought I wanted to get the thing for my 3 drop, but then I realized of course my thing is also my 5 often my 5 drop, so I chose to even out my curve a little bit. Alrighty, so we draw up for turn, and it is your initiative. Oof. Yeah. All right. I mean, on the upside is if you don't draw anything, you can bring Fat back boosted, right? Oh, he gets KO. Oh, he gets KO'd from the HQ. Ah, okay. Sorry, I thought he got returned to hand. This is like watching. I mean, reading the last few issues of Statics. Just the team got absolutely decimated. Yeah. Oh, oh, really? Oh, okay. That is pretty tough. I am going to put a card into my resource row. And I am going to bring in Chris Evans himself in one of his first superhero roles, the Human Torch, and this is he is an 8/6 flight and range. He has reservists, and he has the ability to activate when you may reveal an Avenger card or a Fantastic Four card from your hand. If you do, put it on top of your deck, and target opponent loses endurance equal to that cost. So it's a little bit of a burn dude. So I'm gonna bring him in the back row there. And then I am going to go into attack phase. So I'll just shortcut this since you don't have any defenders. I'll attack for 3 with sheathing. I'll then attack for 4 with Medusa. And then I'll just attack for 8 with Human Torch. All right. This is yeah, not great. missing that drop. Over to you, dude. So sure. That's right. This. It probably just needs a decent shuffle. All right. So my initiative on 5. I will place a resource, and then I will play Signal Flare again, trying to search for Mr. Fantastic at 5-drop, and this is where this deck gets a little bit silly. So Mr. Fantastic, he is a 5-drop. He's got seven attack, 10 defense. He has range, but he has an ability that says equipment cards cost 1 less to recruit, and then I also have pay 2 endurance, transfer target equipment you control to an unequipped Fantastic Four character you control. So I'm going to bring him in on my recruit step, and then I am going to attach a Fantastica for free to Medusa, who characters you control have characters you control have flight. Fantastic Four characters you control have +1/+1. So that's giving +1/+1. Then I'm gonna bring in Fantastica 2.0. Characters you control have range. Fantastic Four characters you control have +1/+1. So we'll put that, and then I will put another Fantastica 1.0 onto Mr. Fantastic himself. So all my guys have double flight and range, and they all have +3 attack. Oh, sorry, +1/+1, so +3 attack, +3 defense. Yeah, so this deck was lovingly known as the Fantasticars. I guess you could also make it the Fast and the Furious reference as well. Over to you. Mm-hmm. All right. And sorry, what was the stats again? 9. All right. So my attack step. All right. So I will attack with Mr. Fantastic. He is coming in for 10. He's a 10/13. Okay. That is correct. Yeah. 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 I'm not going to add anything more to it because I'm still good. So if you want to add anything else, all right. So you take 5. 5. And yeah, and then I think that's game because then I'm going to attack you for 6. So what was it? 6, 13, 16, 21. So I'll take you for 21 with my dudes, which will take you down to 1. But then I hate to do it to you. Then I'm going to play Cosmic Radiation, which readies all my Fantastic Four characters, but they can't attack this turn. But what I can do is then use Human Torch's ability to put a Fantastic Four character on top of my deck and do burn you for that much. I'll put a 7-drop thing on top, burn you for 7. 7. All right. Yes, that is indeed that is indeed a tough time. missing three drops is has always been a tough a tough one in this. Would you like to try? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. They definitely Yeah, they definitely if you curve out with the ecstatics, they were very good because they were overstated. So a lot of the times your opponent would either have to be burning plot twists or team attacking just to get rid of one character and stuff. Would you like to try against the red deck, or would you like to have another game against the Fantastic Four? All right, sure thing. Uh, and that's kind of more like what it was because it was a best of three game. Um, Actually, no, it wasn't best of three game. It was only best of three games very early on. It was a best of one game normally, but we'll play best of three here before we change decks. That's fine. So you were actually a fan of the comic too, weren't you, for the ecstatics? Like right. Oof. Not not all of that's good. Yeah. Yeah, it was a really interesting. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. It was like this continuation, this weird continuation that like it's a little bit sometimes comic fans can be a little bit like wrestling fans where they forget what they used to be angry about and get angry about the similar thing happening all over again. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and it was very much of the time too, because I remember because ecstatics, if you because I didn't know about ecstatics until versus, like, because I've been out of pretty much the Executioner's song arc really put me off the X verse in comics, and I hadn't been reading much of any comics at the time, so I completely missed the complete run of ecstatics. I only came across the characters thanks to verses, and I went read back, went and read it post coming out, and like the idea of the ecstatics is that they're actually like on a reality TV show, I believe. Yeah, yeah. Very different, yeah, and very different. Like it's very stylized. And again, I think that it was one of those things where it was the sort of artwork that that could be polarizing. I think and people who loved it. Yeah, yeah, and I think probably I mean, as I said, I wasn't reading it at the time, but I could totally see that being the issue for people at the time is that it was a stark contrast because well, it wasn't just a stark contrast in art style; it was a stark contrast in the style of the team. The heroes themselves weren't as heroic as X Force, I would say. They were a little bit more teen angsty, flawed characters, and yeah, like there's yes, yeah, 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 yeah. They were very much anti-hero. Well, not really anti-heroes. Very yeah. It was very much satire almost. old man yells at old man yells at clouds. Then they changed what it was, and I was no longer with it. And what it was now scared me. Alrighty, so no, so with the mulligan, you have to put all four cards on the bottom of the deck and redraw. I am going to do that myself. So again, uh, playing some old school verses, just getting ready for our tournament that we're playing um, over Easter weekend. Now, Regan, did you want to go first or second because you lost the last game? Sure. Alrighty. So yeah, and that is very much yeah, that's a very key point to versus was that your decks would be built around you know a key turn, and you really needed to get the initiative on that turn. Alrighty, so you were going first. All right. I will do the same because I'm not even sure I have one drops in this deck. One drop. One. There were a lot of decks that I ran that never had one drops. So draw up turn two. All right. Here we go. Who do we want? Yeah. Um, let's put down a card. And let's bring in Disco Luke. Luke Cage. Yeah. He is a 3/2, no flight, no range. His ability is discard a Fantastic Four character from your hand. Luke Cage gains +2/+2 this turn. Use this power only once per turn. And his flavor text is he's your man if the price is right. Hero for hire, baby. Oof. Not great. I will then, if that is the case, I will then choose to discard a Fantastic Four character, which is another Luke Cage, a different one, to give Luke Cage +2/+2 for the turn and attack you for 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then recovery phase, he readies, and we move to your initiative. Draw up your build phase. So yeah, deck building in this game was very much about getting your curve, and we have seen with Regan's early games that sometimes if it doesn't work out, it can be a little disastrous. Right, sure thing. Mm-hmm. 6/6 sucker. Alrighty. I am going to place a resource. Um, I am. What am I going to do? I think I'm actually going to choose to underdrop here. So I'm going to choose to underdrop here, and put in She Thing, but then pay 1 and put a Fantastica on here. So it gives all my Fantastic Four dudes 1+1. And I will pass to you. Did you? All right. So you 6-6, and I am currently 4-3. But what I'm going to choose to do, what I'm going to choose to do is use Disco Luke's ability to discard 3-drop Medusa to give him an additional +2/+2 for the turn. So effectively, he's getting +1 from Fantastica, +2/+2 from that. So he becomes a 6/5. So I am going to stun, but I will stun you back. Oh yeah. So, but if you have other stuff, you can. No, it wasn't. It was a discard. It was a discard ability. Okay. Mhm. 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 Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah. No, that's fine. So it just means that if you had something that would allow it to attack again, it couldn't. So what you're saying? He's a 6/10. Um. Um. That's annoying. In that case, I'm just going to reinforce with She Thing and just take the 2 stun damage, and I won't stun you back. Alrighty. So over to my attack turn. Obviously, She Thing can't attack because she is exhausted. So we'll just go to recovery phase. So we get to recover 1 stunned hero each and untap or unexhaust the rest of our characters. We'll go to the draw phase and my initiative, turn 4. Interesting. I'm going to put a card in my resource, generating 4 resources. I'm going to bring in the Human Torch. 4-drop Human Torch. He is a 7/7 with flight and range. He's a Herald of Galactus, Fantastic Four, dual team, and he has Herald of Galactus defenders you control have reinforcement, which is basically himself, and Cosmic. If a character you control would cause breakthrough, instead you gain that much endurance. So while he has his Cosmic counter on, if I cause breakthrough instead, I actually gain endurance, which is an interesting thing. Now, because it is my turn, I'll move She Thing into the front row, and I'll move Johnny Storm, Human Torch behind Luke Cage. All right, over to you. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's correct. And sorry, what was her stats again? All right. I'm gonna have. I'm gonna discard the she thing that you gave me to make Luke Cage bigger for the turn, and then I'll attack into you go girl. So he is currently coming in for um for 5 and 4. Is that attack legal? All right. So I will then play Big Leagues, which says if all characters you control share at least one affiliation, target attacker you control gets +4 attack this turn. So he gets +4 attack. Um, so he is currently coming in for. So he's currently coming in. So he was coming in for 5, so +4. So he's coming in for 6. So he's coming in for 9. Mm-hmm. 11. I will then play a clobbering time, giving him an additional +3/+3 for the turn, taking him up to 12. Mm-hmm. And sorry, are they all for the turn, or was it only dead weight was for the turn? Right, for the turn effectively. All right. You managed to get out of that then. And so I was defense wise. I was 7 defense. So you're gonna stun me. So I'll take 2. All right. But you can't attack this. And but 9/9. But you can't attack for the turn because of dead weight. Yeah. Um. So with that being said, I will just choose not to attack with Human Torch, and just go to recovery phase. And I will recover Luke Cage. All right, your initiative. So you go girl's ability. Can you was there an upper limit of what she can target? Was it like only a with? Oh yeah, it's cost 2 or less. That's what I was asking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 No, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Sure. Okay. I will play a resource. I will play Signal Flare. So go search for a Fantastic Four character. I will get Mr. Fantastic. Alrighty. He then goes to my hand and I discard the card. I'll discard a 6-drop Invisible Woman. I'll then recruit Mr. Fantastic and I will put a Fantastic car on him. So that's the one that gives my team flight and +1/+1. It's non-unique. Yeah, yeah. Mr. Fantastic made a lot of them. And then I'll pass my turn to you. Mm-hmm. Sure thing. Mm-hmm. So currently, Human Torch is an 8/8. Mr. Fantastic is an 8/11. And Luke Cage is a 4/3. Mm-hmm. That is correct. Yep, that's correct. All right. Sure. I'll take 9. Alrighty. I can't do anything on my turn, so we'll just go to recovery step. He didn't attack Human Torch, but he still has his counter. Draw. Oh. All right. I will place a card. I will then play Baxter Building, which says activate, reveal the top card of your deck. If you control a Fantastic Four character, reveal the top 2 cards. Put all revealed equipment cards into your hand. Put all other revealed cards on the bottom of the deck. So I will do that now. And revealing 1, 2. Neither of those are equipment, so they go on the bottom. I will then I'm then going to use the reservist effect on Invisible Woman to recruit her. And she is concealed, so I'll recruit her to the concealed zone. And what she does is she gives all my Fantastic Four characters +1 defense. And as a reservist, I can replace the cards into the resources there. And also, Invisible Woman cannot be the target. Sorry, uh, Invisible Woman, she's a 12, 13 with flying range, and you can't be the target of opposing effects. So you can't target her because Much like John Cena, you can't see me. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave my setup like that. Oof. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So technically, just so you are aware that you couldn't, because of her ability, you couldn't target Invisible Woman with that, but you could target the other ones. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure. 14, and he can take out one dude with his counter. Hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. So I take 5. Mm. No, so it's on the stunned character, so it's effectively stunned as well. But if I recover him, it comes back. It's not like it falls off because it's stunned. Um. Mm, mm. So now I have to deal with Zeitgeist. But in dealing with Zeitgeist, I don't have to worry about him taking the character out. So he's 14 defense. Uh, and 14 attack as well. So that's annoying. So her +1 is only given to visible characters. I am going to team attack with Invisible Woman and Human Torch. So that is going to be coming in for 19. But remembering with team attacks, there's no breakthrough damage. So invisible. Okay, so Invisible Woman's a 12, 13, and Human Torch is a 7, 8. Oh, sorry, 12, 13. So if he's got 14 attack, he can stun her back. Yeah. And I'll take 6. Yep. So you take 6, and I'll take 6. And then I'm going to discard the Fantastic Four character for Luke Cage's ability to give him +2 attack. Attack you direct to the face for 5. Legal. Okay. Yep. Right. Uh, hmm. It doesn't say anything about it can't attack, does it? Hmm. All right. I I'm gonna choose not to attack and pass to your attack step. Yeah. It wasn't a plot twist. It was a character card, but yeah. All right. Sure. Before it's legal, I'm gonna play Cosmic Radiation, which allows me to ready all my characters. Um, and then I'll just reinforce with Human Torch. So I just oh, he causes no breakthrough. Ah, okay. Well, I don't even need to do that then. All right. So I'll just take the 2 then from Luke stunning. Alrighty. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna choose to recover Mr. Fantastic and let the Invisible Woman die, and I'll draw 2. Over to you. Mm-hmm. Sure. Mm-hmm. All right. Over to me. I am gonna put a resource down. I'm gonna use Mr. Fantastic's ability to pay 1 less to recruit an equipment. So I bring in a Fantastica 2. So um, all my dudes have flight and range, and they're all +2/+2. I'm then gonna flip up the new Baxter building and use its ability. Activate, draw a card only if you've recruited equipment card this turn. So I'll do that and draw a card. Um, and then I will recruit 2 drop, um, 2 drop Luke Cage, and pass you. A Human Torch is currently a 9/9. So Luke Cage is a 5/5, Human Torch is a 9/9, and Mr. Fantastic is a 9/12. He is a 12. Sorry, a 9/12. And actually, I just realized I'm going to use the Baxter Buildings ability to reveal 2 cards and take any equipment that comes in. No equipment, so that's fine. Doesn't do anything. Sorry? It's Luke Cage, but Iron Fist is also on the artwork. Ironically, he's front and center of the artwork, and Luke Cage, yeah. This was from one of the later sets where they weren't getting actual artwork done; they were just using comic book artwork. So there's a few things like that. Uh, all right. I will reinforce. Yep. So I'll take two. All right. I'm going to use cosmic radiation to ready Human Torch, and then reinforce Mr. Fantastic, and I'll take five. Anything else? $17. Yeah. All right. Recovery. I'll bring back Mr. Fantastic. Let Luke Cage die again. Ready my buildings. Draw up for the turn. And my. Alright, so I'm going to play a resource. I'm going to bring it out back to the building and reveal the top two cards. Put any equipment into my hand. No equipment there. I will then recruit 6-drop Invisible Woman in the concealed area and pass to you. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I recruited Invisible Woman 6-drop and passed to you. Oh yeah, sorry, it's the one that I had before. So she's the one that gives +1 defense to all visible characters, and she can't be targeted. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Oh man, dupe. Oh, yeah. It means you don't take stun damage. So when he stuns, he doesn't take stun damage. Yeah. 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 Uh, yeah. 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 Versus was very good with the Easter eggs. Um, and to be fair, like the for any of the Fab, any people who are watching this that also play Fab, a lot of where the Easter egg in Fab come from is because James White was a big versus player, and so appreciated that sort of. Oh, he played everything. Like he invented um as I like to tell people, James is the reason 60% of the band cards on the band list came from decks that James built. So he was one of the originators of the Glock Green Lantern deck that sort of we called it Kiwi Fruit. The rest of the world called it Glock. And it was the anti Doctor Light tech deck that was also ran wild a little bit in the Green Lantern era. He also did the Lost in Space deck, which had like the ridiculously long um, reoccursion, cap reoccursion, zero cost uh, one drops and stuff that basically had like a 20 minute setup phase, but then it killed your opponent. So it was sort of like I'm sorry to do this to you, but if this all goes right, the game's going to be over. But if it doesn't, then you're going to win because I'm going to be left with no gas. And I remember he gave me that. Yes and no, because you literally are. It's an all in play, and you're constantly doing stuff. Like you can't get called for slow play. It's just that it is a lot of I do this to do this to search my deck to shuffle to do this to do this and sorry, what was that? Sorry, I missed the question, Regan. Are you there? Oh, looks like Regan may have froze. Um, you there, Regan? All right, we'll just see if we can get Regan back on the call. Looks like Regan's just dropped out there for a second. We'll see if we can get him back on the call. All right. All right. Okay, you're back. Can you hear me, Regan? Looks like you may have frozen out. All right, so I think it looks pretty inevitable he's about to kill me here. We'll try and get it back from frozen, but I feel like this is going to go down 1-1. So we're going to end it there, but we'll be back and try and play some more a little bit later. Thanks very much.